Jeff and Jeremy.
We got Matt in studio. We got Steve here from Woods Humane Society, and just the sweetest dog, by the way.
You know, we actually ride a moped together, and Matt holds on to the back. But sometimes he does the full-on hug. It's great.
I ride B.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have the sidecar?
No. Well, we were trying to save up our money.
That'd be much cooler.
One. Yeah.
If I was
You
in the
do.
sidecar.
You guys always come in at the same time. That's very true.
Sometimes I ride on his shoulders.
Do you wear goggles? Goggles in the sidecar?
Yeah.
You have to wear goggles in the
absolutely.
sidecar, right?
Yeah.
And a little scarf.
Do you ever, since you're a pet guy, are you ever concerned when you see a dog sticking their head out the window? My old dog, Rainier, my buddy, the best dog I've ever owned. Sorry, Pete and Molly.
He was a good dog.
God, you're such a jerk. Pete and Molly, man, they're going to be crushed.
Oh, you haven't said things about Tank and George? Come on.
He's got you there.
George is a handful.
Hey, listen, dogs aren't kids, okay? You're not going to hurt their feelings, okay?
That's true.
That's not true. Every time I drop an F-bomb at my dog, my wife goes, "Stop it!"
You're going to hurt his self-esteem.
You don't have to worry about hurt feelings with dogs. But Rainier used to do this thing where he'd stick his head out the window driving down the freeway at like 70 miles an hour, and he would not pull his head in. So then his eye sockets would lift.
Oh, man.
Would lift off of his eyeballs, and he would be like a parachute. He would be catching air inside his eye sockets. I'm like, that can't be good for you. So
That's creeping me out.
I'd pull him into the car, and then I'd say,
I'm the fastest dog alive.
So yesterday, I'm going home, and I see this dog going up the grade, head out the window, not a care in the world, 80 miles an hour, same thing. And I'm thinking, is that good for dogs? Is it bad for dogs? What?
My official statement on it is it's bad for dogs.
It is?
I mean, because something could fly in their eye.
Yeah.
You know, me being somebody who loves dogs, and I, sometimes feel that
They love doing it, though.
Yeah, it's like
I read because
so
they
for me, it's like a catch-22. It's like, to me, it's like that's like their favorite thing. Like, everything's their favorite thing. But, sticking your head out the window, going like down the highway, like ears flapping in the wind, tongue hanging out. Yeah. That's like being a dog, right?
Fastest dog alive.
Exactly. Fast as that dang chihuahua. A leggy chihuahua. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it should always be a concern because something could, fly in their eye. And
next question, then, on the same note.
You can get Doggles. Have you seen Doggles?
A few weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, you can get your dog
Matt was
Doggles.
really harsh on the guy that had brought the dog down to drive a Ferrari or something. What was the guy?
Oh, the remote control dog.
The remote control dog down at the farmer's market, which you're not supposed to have dogs at farmer's market.
Or remote control cars.
Yeah, apparently you're allowed to bring them when they're in a remote control car. I'm not a fan. I can't bring my dog.
But Doggles is okay because it's actually providing protection for a dog and allowing a dog to be a dog and stick his head out the window while driving down the freeway.
I was cruising down to Santa Barbara. This was a couple months ago, and last time I was going south, and you see these guys ride on Harleys, big old biker dudes with like the beards flying in the wind. And I'm cruising by, and I look over, and this dog is sitting like on the tank. Right, he's got like a little like seat for him. He's seat belted onto the tank of the Harley. And this guy like looks over at me. He's got his half helmet on, big old beard. And then the dog looks over at me. The dog's wearing goggles. And it's like, what is going on?
Tough,
yeah.
I've only seen
Check that remote control car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's get the Harley Chihuahua.
All right, what about dog CPR? We were talking about that this week because Jeff found a story about a kangaroo that had swam out, I don't know, a mile. And these guys were out fishing in Australia, and they saw this kangaroo, and he looked like he was dead. So they went over and they tried to help him, and they got him in the boat, and they performed CPR on the kangaroo. They went back to shore. They called a vet, I guess, or something, right?
A dog. That just happened to a dog recently too. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. No, the dog was way out,
like out on like an oil rig kind of thing.
Yes, but anyways. So the kangaroo, by the time they get back and they're doing the CPR the whole time, jumps up and takes off.
Punches him in the face and takes off.
And then we started talking about
good on you.
Would you do?
Thanks, mate.
Would you try to give your dog CPR? And I'm like, God, I try to do anything. I don't even know how to do dog CPR. Are there dog CPR classes?
Oh yeah. Doggy 911 is a Janae Bowen. She runs it here locally, and she's actually responsible for providing. She's provided local fire departments with oxygen masks for dogs. But yeah, I mean, it's.
Have you taken the course, or have you been there?
I personally don't give doggy CPR. No, I don't know how to do that.
So, okay.
But you can, and
you could give CPR to a lizard if you really wanted.
Well, no, but do they teach it out of woods then?
No, we don't do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll talk to Janae. And hey, Janae, if you're listening, give me a call.
Yeah. So how do you find out more about? How do you learn how to do dog CPR?
Go to doggy911.com. .com. I believe it's .com or .org. Doggy 911. Look it up.
Did you see the dog they trained to do CPR, to do chest compressions on people?
No.
Dead serious. I watched the other day.
That.
It comes up and it's like just kind of hopping in the chest. It's
What kind of dog is
like it's like a.
Oh, don't worry, Jeff.
It didn't seem
They're
like
not
it was
doing
that
it to
big a
you.
dog. I mean, like I would probably die if you were a child me. But it was just going up and it was like it was just trying to play with the guy. It just kept bouncing on his chest, and I guess they're trying to train it to do compressions. And like,
I mean, because if you got like a Saint Bernard or something like that,
Right,
I mean,
Oh my God, here it is.
It's a possibility.
I told you.
All right, we got to get through the commercial, but we got to play this, right? It's 40 seconds long. It was on Fox News, so it's got to be true. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Everything on Fox is true.
Okay, so the guy just went down on the ground. They're like in an arena, and here comes the dog. Oh, he's a fat dog. You got to look at this.
Yeah,
That's
a
jumping on
puppy.
the guy.
That is a little dog, though.
It's-
No, but that's a grown man. That's going to be a big dog because
okay.
training it now because that's
Yeah.
a grown man on the ground.
But it
Yeah.
looks like a basset hound.
And
or
then he
something.
cuddles it. No, he lays on his throat to see if he's breathing. You see him? Did you see that in between?
Yeah.
He does a few bounces and he lays on his throat.
That's crazy. You can train a dog
Well,
to do CPR?
yeah, you and Matt, I tell you, Jeff.
I mean, that's more like a doggy dancing
Jeff
kind
says
of
he
thing.
wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't.
I know Matt wouldn't do it. He hates dogs.
I wouldn't do it because I
would
wouldn't
do it
know
about
how.
Anything you loved and cared about, you would, right? I mean, you love your dog. You would
Of course,
try.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take the class.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
going to call it, what's her name, Jeannie?
Yeah, I got
Janae.
Janae.
Janae Bowen.
Call
I
her
gotta
up.
talk to Janae Bowen.
Doggy
because-
911.
Because that's something that like I would, if anything were to happen, I would just sit there and look at my dog and be like, I would want to try. I would not know how to try.
You can start your own animal services ambulance. You can be 912. Like, this is 912. My dad's. No, I'm going to just do dogs. Dogs and pets.
Sorry.
You have a lizard, I can do CPR. No humans.
You meant to.
You meant 911.
You meant to push the button.
We're
to the-
912.
to the left.
We can connect you if
Sorry.
you need it.
Sorry.
Hey, Steve, is this the website right here, Doggies 911 Rescue?
Should I transfer you?
Or is that something else?
No.
All right, we're going to find
I'll
this
find
link
it.
and we're going to share it for you dog lovers out there because I know there's a few of us.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube, and Podbean by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOZ.com.